Ganado.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
I think she didn't think.
I thought I was just mistaken at
Yeah.
first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Uh-huh.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
It must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
It's very strange.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
Wow.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries,
Me too,
guys.
Himiko.
As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be okay.
Don't leave it to me, excuse you. What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
Please don't.
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
No, he wouldn't. Well,
Shut up!
sort of. Still. I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Miyu used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. It was the setting to a different thing, right? She went through the walls, okay? Wall added by Miyu.
Across
Is that
only Mew knew about.
or
Like a hit.
wall added by Miyu? Coordinates in the virtual world are represented on an X and Y axis. Miyu added a wall along the length of the X and Y axis. The wall had a special setting that allowed non-human objects to pass through it. Yeah.
Bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or, instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
A vehicle. I like how it's
Maybe
moving.
she teleported with magic.
Teleported.
Or she used a warp zone.
A warp zone. Ooh, boy.
Maybe there's a
Goodbye.
place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Oh, there it
Suppose
is.
it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off.
Are you sure?
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Yeah, you are. I like the little thoughts. Secret method only Mew knows. Yeah.
A way across it only Mew.
Hidden, hidden, hidden.
Or
More
she-
magic.
Maybe there's a place you could
cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Only Mew. Let's go.
I agree.
Consent. Break.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Yeah. Makes sense, you know?
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's
Those two.
unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive,
Oh.
Shuichi.
That scared me. Okay. Jeez, Kaito. What do you want?
What is it, Kaito?
Why are you doing this?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Kate, are you
What
okay?
did you do with it?
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge?
Kaito, are you okay?
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Oh boy. What's your argument? I have a mansion map of which Mia's avatar. It has to be
What we
Mia's
gotta
avatar.
figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So
Yes.
why waste time talking about the... It's pointless.
He's
We've
right
gotta
next
take
to
a
us.
whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
It's not.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall.
No.
She's not just an object after all.
Let's go.
I'll cut through your words. The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed.
Uh-huh. She changed herself.
She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
And therefore, she could go through the
From
wall.
human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object.
Just like the real world.
She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
Please don't put me on a pedestal.
I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
You know, I really like the hard outlines
So
on them.
totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Oh no.
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
Oh no.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
It seems like it bothers you.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Oh.
Okay.
Just stop to say hi. I can't actually watch this because spoilers, so have a good day. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Oh! BFR, right? That makes sense. Yeah, don't watch this at all. Don't even listen to it, okay? But hope you have a good day too.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
Please.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Uh-huh.
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
It seemed like it.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage?
I'm using toilet paper.
Because Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world. Literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Yeah.
Mew lied.
She lied about everything.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal
Oh,
cake was
oh,
totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Okay.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
What are you doing?
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
What is happening?
Monotaro?
Oh no, is Monotaro in this now?
You talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore.
I mean, she kind of was, though.
But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
There wasn't.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Interesting.
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh no.
Oh, shoot!
One of them's gonna die.
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Oh my gosh, Monokuma. Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the cups to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason.
To kill, right?
We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
Okay.
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to.
Okay.
We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Oh, Gonta, you're so precious.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
There's the plane.
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there. Oh, what's the question? Strange occurrence happened in the virtual world. Oh, the loud noise.
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Yeah, apparently a lot of people heard that. Which is very strange. Ah. What was that sound? It sounded as though it was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Uh-huh. It scared me.
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
Did it?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
I think it came from the outside world.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
Which is very strange. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no. What? Oh, that was Shuichi, I'm sorry. That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
Yeah. It's very strange.
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first.
Yeah.
There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Was there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Oh no. He's so angry.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Do you not remember case 2?
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
Do you not remember case 2?
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. And you remember everything else that happened in there. The other thing? Oh no. Okay. That's... I don't like this one. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I really don't like this one. Is there anything else? It's just these ones? Nice, no penalty now. I can select that one. Just want to make sure that there's no like small things around. Yeah. So many. Okay, nice. So we got those three, right? What is the question? What weird phenomenon happened in... Oh, is it this? Really? Okay, makes sense.
I see it.
Because it somehow got down there.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Yeah. And it should have went to the chapel
We
side,
found it later, but there was something unnatural about
but
it.
it was on the rock on our side. Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Really? One after another? What happened with the sign, Shuichi? Let's show you this banger, jeez. I love this one. Oh, they're moving now. Is it gonna be like, which way did the sign go? At which point... I missed one. At which point was the signboard swept away? Thinking time. Okay. I don't get it. Okay. Is it the river? I don't understand the answers here. Or the question. Yeah, okay. I thought it meant like which way did it go towards. That was weird. Yeah. I still don't know the question. Where is the end of the river? Thinking time. Was that Mew? Chapel side. See, there's the answer in question that I wanted originally. I mean, this seems pretty self-explanatory. That's a big one. Yeah. Got a big alley now. Oh no, I'm missing a lot. Oh boy. Need one more. Okay. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? On the mansion side. Yeah. Oh, I have to press forward. I love this. I love this mini game. It's so weird. Oh, another one. Okay. Where's the fourth girl gonna go? Oh, hi, Samugi. That's weird placement for you. Hang out. Okay. This is very complicated and weird. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Compared? It'd be with, right? Okay, no, I'm thinking ahead. You see, I'm thinking ahead and the game wants me to think behind. Because I already know where this went. Oh, it's a 3-seater. Okay, I thought it was a 2-seater.
It connects. It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Yeah, but it went through. That's the thing. I already know how this works.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream.
Did we really? I forgot if that was
And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Went towards the rocks.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
So would that mean that the wall that Mew added is on the right side?
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river.
This is no.
Then left it on the
Stop.
boulders
Stop.
near the
Stop
mansion
talking.
so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what.
Oh boy.
All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard.
It's very strange.
A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
Is it because of the wall?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
Do I really know?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't.
Well, I guess you're in trouble.
The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
You just freaking sound like Nagito. It bothers me.
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that
Yeah.
the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Oh. Let's see. Wall added?
This is it!
Let's go.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through.
Exactly.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
But it was able to go through
But
the wall.
if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right, that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall, but end up on the mansion's side? Who would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
Yeah, I don't want you to. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Yes.
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Let's take a sip of water. Kokiji might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside, the focus on the flow of the river. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and upstream. They connect.
That's it!
Makes sense.
What if both ends of the river were connected?
Yeah.
Huh? Both ends of
Take
river
another sip of water.
connected?
Remember to hydrate.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Put common sense away.
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
It'd have to be the right one.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Wait, in that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
It's so stuff can go through, The only reason she set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls... The only reason she set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls... One wall is already in place? Okay. No,
I was wrong!
they're the same wall.
That's it!
Okay.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate.
Whoa,
They're the
Shuichi.
same wall.
Calm down with that sprite.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
That makes sense.
That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
It's one wall, not two.
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Yeah.
Everything is starting to connect.
Unlike your butt.
See, didn't I tell you?
They are
Everything
very
is
mismatched.
connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
Is it really?
If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
What are you talking about? Secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. It's gonna be Hangman's Gambit. Okay. Show question. This unique feature of the virtual world. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Let's just try something. Okay. Let's try L. Okay. Let's try D. Okay. Let's try M. Oh, that's W. Okay. W. World? Okay. World. This unique feature of the virtual world. I don't get it. Key? world loops. Where's P? Is that P? Okay.
I see now.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Makes sense.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Yes, please get into it.
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yeah, like in Pac-Man.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
What in the virtual world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
Yes, I've already figured this out a long time ago.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream,
How long have we been talking about the signpost?
and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Not really.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
Does it?
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
And we also still don't know who killed.
Yeah, sound
Mew.
doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where it starts. Interesting.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Oh?
If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Oh. Does it start here?
There!
Let's go.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
There we go.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
Whoa, it starts to make
So the
it starts to
wall
make a lot
Mew
more
created
sense.
wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion.
Interesting.
The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right! That's how the virtual world works!
You were way too excited about that, Shuichi.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Okay, maybe I was wrong about that.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Really?
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Mastermind?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
That is true.
Mew also set this trap.
That is crazy to still think about. She tried to kill.
It all began when Mew showed us the map.
Yeah.
Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center.
Mm-hmm.
Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But
Wow.
the structure of the world wasn't actually like that.
And she made the map, so it would be easy to
There was a wall along the
be
y-axis,
convinced.
and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
Wow.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, We were caught in her trap.
Theoretical virtual worlds that
But we solved
people
this
feel
mystery
things
thanks
from
to Shuichi.
that actually
All
might be.
hail our savior!
What's scary is that might actually be a thing in like possibly the next 5 to 10 years. Okay.
Yeah. If Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
Guys, stop this.
You're welcome.
You keep praising. Yeah, Kaito? Something up?
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
Yeah, we still don't know who killed Mio.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part.
Culprit hunt.
Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Yeah.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
Oh no.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
I'm interested too. Sweetie, everything alright? What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mio, and that is the second half of the trial. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprit. It'd be all for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mio's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mio? Oh boy. Intermission! Okay, save. This is very interesting right now. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Man, I'm pushed. I got no motivation at all, and Monofami's period, oh boy, is late too. Father, why do you know Monofami's cycle?
And another thing.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to lack of hibernation.
Yeah?
Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I really haven't been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it?
Ah.
Is it because you have a lot on your mind?
Huh?
Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Huh?
Huh?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around?
Huh?
Oh my gosh. Is it because you want to stay friends?
Huh?
Oh my gosh, it just gets longer and longer. Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Night night. Oh boy, this is weird.
My head!
Monotaro! Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
Yeah.
My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Well,
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best.
oh no.
From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
Yeah?
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
I am going to leave.
Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Oh no. Why? Hey, Miko.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Oh no.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions.
Huh?
So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
Oh my gosh.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
But it looks like something happened.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Interesting.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Wow, she had this all figured out. That is insane. Does that have to load every time that it does this? Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
Wow.
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop.
Yeah, but something
Oh
happened.
yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Interesting, interesting.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
True.
She was killed on the roof, right?
Was she?
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit kill her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Most likely.
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it.
Mew wanted to talk to Kokichi.
If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Exactly.
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
No, I think she thought
She was
a lot.
But she was also really, really dumb.
It seems like she thought of this very
No
hard.
say such mean things.
Yeah, Gunta?
Killing game bad, not Mew.
Oh,
Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
yeah.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
You know what? Thinking about it, I agree with Himiko.
That wouldn't happen.
Oh?
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Everybody stop.
Huh?
Gunta's so
Anyway,
caring.
let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
Yeah, probably just threw her.
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Yeah.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. the culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Which explains how the toilet paper is on the
Then you're
ground over
saying the
there.
culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, it had to have.
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Only way I can think of.
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall?
Maybe with the roof? Like, there was sort of a slope.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
If they were strong. Oh, wait!
Gunta, not throw her!
What? Gunta, calm down.
We know. You couldn't because
Yeah.
the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
I was just thinking about that.
Physical strength equalized?
Yeah, so you went strongest.
That problem. Gunta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How do you know that?
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah. Boy. Ah. What was that sound? It's like breaking glass, jeez.
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Yeah.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
You don't think? Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to the case. We need to figure out what that noise could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. Okay? So what was it? It sounded like slamming hard into something else. So what could those things... So what were those things? It could be... This? Maybe the hammer? Okay. Then most likely the hammer. No, okay, so then Mew's body. Am I overthinking this again?
That's it!
I was completely overthinking it, oh my gosh.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Yeah.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Because he knows stuff a lot.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Your what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Kokichi's talking as if he's already got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How how to make Miu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer.